Hi everyone, this is Dan, and this is Major Grom by Bubble Comics. Thanks Eve for the recommendation. So a couple weeks ago, or I think a week ago, I did Exilium, or Exilibrium, I should say. Exilium is the Alterna series by Bubble Comics, and was not very impressed. Didn't really like it, didn't like the protagonist, and didn't like the modern Marvel style writing that it kind of has. Major Grom, though, is good, and I can say that definitely in agreement. Yeah, the first part here is Plague Doctor. What I will say as a warning is the first issue, and this is just a review of the first issue. It's not a completed story, but it does accomplish some of the other storytelling techniques that I tend to prefer in a book. Moving here we have the sort of intro page that a lot of modern comics tend to have. I will say, though, I do prefer this. If you notice, it's very quick, the intro page. Basically, it just introduces the main character. Igor Grom, skilled detective, we're in St. Petersburg, etc., etc. So about one page or one sentence, and we know who the main character is, where the setting is, and what his situation is, etc., right? That being said, I still would prefer this done within the comic, but for how short this is, I'm okay with this. By the way, these are the writers and the artist. I'll put their names in the description below. I'm not even going to pretend to pronounce this unless it's for laughs. But getting into this, but yeah, this is based in St. Petersburg. Art overall is pretty good. It's kind of similar to Bubble Comics' usual stuff. Definitely some similarities with the art from Exilibrium, though I will say I kind of like a lot of the layouts and shots in this book significantly more. And what I definitely like is the use of narration boxes. Look at that, St. Petersburg. Look at this, talking about how fucked up St. Petersburg is. I actually don't know if St. Petersburg is actually fucked up. Most major cities tend to have dirty areas. I could imagine probably a Russian city would be the same. But yeah, look at this shot. Look at this. There you go. Great shot right there. Obviously, the art style can wear on you on some of these Bubble comics, but stuff like this makes it work perfectly. And then we kind of get into it, and basically this guy murdered some rich prosecutor's son, and here comes Major Grom eating a falafel onto the scene to figure out what's going on. His costume is rather simple. I will say this. It's just a jacket and pants, and it's really his hat and his scarf that kind of make it work. I do like the poses, though. The poses here are really nice. They kind of very expressive in this story. And I also like so this is dialogue driven, not a lot of thought bubbles going on, which is very modern, but the dialogue does have a purpose, right? So this is a bit of an exposition dump going on. We get some of his partner going on. What I will say is, just like Exilibrium, this book is whoopsie, I don't want guided view. This book is a bit wordy in its approach. However, unlike Exilibrium, this book is like lots of crap goes on in this book, and it's freaking awesome. So let me go to browse pages. I'm gonna jump around right here, but yeah, dude, he gets into a fight with this biker gang, and then he freaking he actually gets into a bigger fight with that. That fight actually lasts a really long time, by the way. Freaking hits up with this hot redhead. Then he's freaking hunting down, goes into a club. Freaking runs into this freaking hooker right here. Gathering information, kicking ass, taking names. Overall, what I really like about this book, and it's not perfect by any means, but for a modern comic, and also and not to say that Russians couldn't be capable of making masterpieces, but considering this is a translated Russian comic book, color me impressed. I hope other Russian comic books are like this, because this is pretty awesome. But yeah, no, we go through it. Yeah, that is kind of one thing. The movement is there's a pinch of noir in Major Grom, which is kind of to be expected in any kind of detective book. Not to say, whoops, no, I don't want to leave. Oh god, see, this is why I freaking hate freaking comicsology. Like, nothing works properly. God, there's just like, there's no replacement for a physical book in your hand. But not to ruin the plot, because again, this issue is only $1, so it's not going to hurt you to check it out. I will say, if I had to do it again, I would probably see if there's a digital version of like a trade paperback, something that'll save you more money per issue to get the whole thing. Because it seems like, I don't think this writer, and you know, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think this writer's going to resolve this arc in the next issue. So if you don't like, if a story isn't completed in like 2 to 3 issues, it doesn't really make sense to buy individual issues. You might as well just buy trade paperbacks, because then you'll get the whole story and then some at a much better price, right? The single issue, sort of 24, 25, 40 page, 30 page, whatever the heck, Saddle Stitch books, they only really work, and Jesus, man, this is freaking annoying. I wonder if I refresh and it fixes itself. Let's see. Oh, man, dude. Freaking COVID-19 internet right here. Oh, this is painful. Oh, this is really, really painful. Okay, never mind. The whole point being is go ahead and check it out. Major Grom is definitely a recommend. If you're worried, you can always just spend $1 and pick it up. I would say that I think it's best if, let me see, I wonder if, let's go take a look. Major Grom. Let's see. So there's the series, there's single issues, view more. Maybe is there a trade paperback available digitally? Survey says, come on, Amazon, really? Oh man, I'm guessing nope, no trade paperback. So yeah, you gotta buy them like so. What? $1.99? This thing better be like freaking like 50 pages or something. I'm just kidding. This is a pretty good issue in and of itself, so we'll see what goes on from there. I might check out the rest, or I might just look for a trade paperback if I want to review the whole series. But yeah, definitely a recommend. Anyhow, I've been thinking about how to do art on these OBS type videos. I think the only way to really do it is this way with Photoshop right here. So anyway, this is the art I did for it. This was scanned in, by the way. If I had to go back and do it, I would make either his legs longer, because I think his legs are too short right here, or I'd probably stop reading JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and making really weird clothing art. I don't know why, it just like, I look at this and I'm like, dude, am I like reading too much of like battle tendencies? Because like the clothing is so much like it. Like his body's not correct to where the jacket is holding him onto. Yeah, some of the cross-hatching is okay right here. I did this really quick, by the way, with Faber-Castells. Definitely need to learn how to ink clothing better. I'll say that. Otherwise, you know, not too bad. A little quick one right here. This was done on 11 by 17. So I found a way to pick up 11 by 17 paper really cheap. So I've been kind of just moving on to bigger pieces of paper to do art on. The only negative is it's not Bristol paper, so I kind of have to be really quick and not fuck around on that paper a lot. Otherwise, I got to just throw the paper away and start all over again. Anyhow, that's the review. Let me know what you think. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, hit the bell for notifications. Holy crap, this is boomer internet. If you have a comment about Major Grom #1 or this art piece, leave it down below, and I will see you next time.